Successful people are successful for a reason. They use mental models to guide their decision-making and actions. In this video, I'm going to show you 15 of the most popular mental models and how you can start using them today to improve your life. Hey, my name is Alan, and in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the most popular mental models used by successful people. Mental models are simply frameworks that help us make better decisions by taking into account all the relevant information. By understanding and using these frameworks, we can make our lives easier and achieve our goals faster. 1. The sunk cost fallacy. One of the most important things you can do to become a successful investor is to develop a strong mental model for how the world works. A mental model is a simplified representation of reality that we use to make decisions. One of the most dangerous mental models is the sunk cost fallacy. This is when we continue to invest in something simply because we have already invested so much in it. We rationalize our decision by telling ourselves that we can't afford to lose what we've already put in. However, this is often a poor way to make decisions, as it can lead us to invest more in something that is actually failing. The sunk cost fallacy can be overcome by learning to think independently and critically about your investment decisions. By developing a strong mental model for how the world works, you can ensure that you are making decisions based on logic and reason, not emotion. 2. Parkinson's Law. Parkinson's Law is the adage that work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. In other words, the more time we have to complete a task, the more likely we are to take our time and not worry about rushing. This mental model can often lead to inefficiencies in our work life. For example, if we know we have a whole day to complete a simple task, we might start working on it leisurely in the morning and take several breaks throughout the day. However, if we only have an hour to complete the same task, we would be much more likely to work diligently and get it done in a timely manner. By understanding Parkinson's Law, we can learn to be more deliberate with our time and not allow mental models like this to dictate how we work. 3. Margins of safety. When it comes to achieving success, there's no such thing as a perfect plan. No matter how well you think you've anticipated everything, there's always the possibility of something unexpected happening. That's why it's important to have a safety margin, a buffer that will help protect you from the consequences of unforeseen events. Mental models can also help you build a margin of safety into your plans by helping you anticipate potential problems and devise solutions in advance. So next time you make a plan, make sure you include a margin of safety. It could be the difference between success and failure. Successful people use mental models to think about problems in different ways and come up with creative solutions. By expanding your thinking and including a margin of safety in your plans, you can increase your chances of achieving success. 4. Scarcity mindset. Having a scarcity mindset can be incredibly detrimental to your success in life. If you believe that there is not enough to go around, you will likely find yourself feeling jealous and resentful of others. You may also be less likely to take risks because you feel like you can't afford to lose what you have. Instead, try to adopt an abundance mindset. This mental model assumes that there is plenty of resources and opportunities available. As a result, you will be more likely to take risks, seize opportunities, and be generous toward others. While it's not always easy to change your mindset, doing so can make a world of difference in your life. 5. Pareto Principle. The Pareto Principle is one of the most important mental models that successful people use. The Pareto Principle is the idea that 80% of your results come from 20% of your effort. This principle can be applied in many areas of life, from business to fitness to personal relationships. For example, in business, 80% of your sales may come from 20% of your customers. In fitness, 80% of your results may come from 20% of your workouts. And in personal relationships, 80% of your happiness may come from 20% of your friends and family. The key to success is to focus on the 20% that really matters. By doing this, you can achieve far more than you ever thought possible. With this type of self-awareness, people can avoid the dangers of overconfidence and make better decisions. 6. Social proof. As humans, we are constantly making mental models of the world around us. We observe the actions of others and use that information to guide our own decision-making. This phenomenon is known as social proof, and it can have a strong influence on our behavior. In general, we tend to conform to the norms of our social groups, and this can lead to some harmful consequences. For example, if everyone in our group is engaging in risky behavior, we may be more likely to do so ourselves. On the other hand, if we see others behaving in positive ways, we may be more likely to emulate their behavior. Therefore, it's important that we surround ourselves with people who have similar values and who will help us make good choices. By doing so, we can use social proof to our advantage and make better decisions for ourselves and for those around us. 7. First mover advantage. The first mover advantage is the idea that the first company to enter a new market or develop new technology has a significant advantage over companies that come after. There are a number of reasons for this. First, early entrants have a chance to establish themselves as the leading brand in their field. They can also build up a customer base and create distribution channels that are difficult for latecomers to replicate. In addition, early entrants often have a better understanding of the market and the relevant technology, which gives them a valuable head start. As a result, the first mover advantage is a significant competitive advantage that all companies should aspire to achieve. 8. Curiosity instinct. Mental models are like a lens through which we view the world. They help us make sense of our experiences and guide our decision-making. Successful people use mental models to constantly improve their understanding of the world and themselves. One mental model that successful people use is the curiosity instinct. The curiosity instinct is the desire to learn and understand more about the world around us. It is what drives us to ask questions, seek out new experiences, and explore new ideas. When we engage our curiosity, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and opportunities. We become better learners and problem solvers. We also become more creative and innovative. The curiosity instinct is a powerful mental model that can help us achieve success in all areas of our lives. 9. Reciprocity principle. The reciprocity principle is a fundamental mental model that governs our social interactions. Simply put, it dictates that we tend to treat others in the same way that they treat us. If someone is kind to us, we are likely to be kind to them in return. If someone is unkind to us, we are likely to reciprocate that behavior. The reciprocity principle is one of the most powerful forces shaping our social world, and it helps to explain why kindness and cooperation are so important. By being kind and cooperative, we increase the likelihood that others will treat us similarly. Conversely, by being unkind and uncooperative, we increase the likelihood that others will do the same. The next time you interact with someone, think about how you would like to be treated. Chances are, they will reciprocate your behavior, and if everyone does this, our world will be a kinder and more cooperative place. 10. Commitment and consistency principle. Mental models are incredibly powerful tools that can help you to improve your life in a number of different ways. One mental model that I find to be particularly useful is the commitment and consistency principle. The basic idea behind this principle is that people are more likely to follow through on their commitments if they are seen to be consistent in their behavior. In other words, if you make a public declaration of your intention to do something, you are much more likely to actually do it than if you keep your intentions private. This mental model successful people use can be used in a number of different ways. For example, if you want to quit smoking, you could make a public declaration of your intention to do so. This would put pressure on you to actually follow through with your commitment and would also provide motivation and support from family and friends. Alternatively, if you want to lose weight, you could commit to working out for a certain number of days each week and then posting your progress online. This would not only help to keep you accountable, but would also allow others to encourage and motivate you. The commitment and consistency principle is a powerful tool that can be used to achieve a wide range of goals. So if you have something that you want to achieve, don't hesitate to give it a try. 11. Authority principle. Mental models are a set of principles that guide our thinking and decision-making. They help us make sense of the world and make better choices. One mental model that can be particularly useful is the authority principle. Simply put, this principle states that we are more likely to trust and follow those who are perceived as authorities. This can be based on factors such as experience, expertise, or social status. The authority principle can be applied in many different contexts. For example, when choosing a financial advisor, we are more likely to trust someone who has been in the business for many years and has a proven track record. Similarly, when considering a new product, we are more likely to believe the recommendation of an expert over that of a friend or family member. By understanding and applying the authority principle, we can make better decisions in both our personal and professional lives. 12. Liking principle. The liking principle is one of the mental models successful people use. This mental model is based on the notion that people are more likely to say yes to requests from people they know and like. The liking principle can be used in a variety of situations, from persuading someone to buy a product to convincing a friend to see a movie. There are a number of ways to increase the likability factor, such as complimenting the person, finding common ground, or simply being polite and friendly. When used effectively, the liking principle can be a powerful tool for persuasion. 13. Consensus seeking. Mental models are incredibly important for successful people. They provide a way of understanding and thinking about the world that helps to make complex problems more manageable. Consensus seeking is one such mental model. It is a way of making decisions by taking into account the inputs and perspectives of all parties involved. This mental model is particularly useful in situations where there is a need to build consensus around a course of action. By seeking out input from all parties involved, it is possible to develop a plan that has buy-in from everyone. This mental model can be used in both personal and professional contexts and can help to prevent misunderstandings and conflict. When used effectively, consensus seeking can be an invaluable tool for achieving success. 14. Fear of missing out. Mental models are frameworks that help us understand the world around us. They are like mental shortcuts that we use to make sense of our experiences and make decisions. Many successful people have developed mental models that they use to navigate their lives and businesses. One mental model that I find particularly useful is the fear of missing out, or FOMO. This mental model helps me to overcome my fears and take risks that may lead to new opportunities. When I am faced with a new challenge, I ask myself, what is the worst that could happen? This mental model helps me to put my fears into perspective and realize that the worst-case scenario is usually not as bad as I think it will be. It also helps me to take action, even when I am afraid of failing. Failure is an essential part of success, and by taking action despite my fears, I am more likely to achieve my goals. 15. Loss aversion. Loss aversion is one mental model that can be extremely useful in achieving success. Put simply, loss aversion is the tendency to prefer avoiding losses to acquiring equivalent gains. In other words, we feel the pain of losses more than we enjoy the pleasure of gains. This mental model successful people use can be applied in a number of ways. For example, if you're trying to lose weight, you may be more likely to stick to your diet if you focus on the health benefits you'll gain by losing weight rather than on the pleasure you'll feel from eating your favorite foods. Or if you're trying to save money, you may be more likely to cut back on unnecessary spending if you focus on pain of losing money rather than on the pleasure of buying things. By understanding and using loss aversion, you can more effectively achieve your goals. We hope you enjoyed learning about these 15 mental models. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe for new videos. We release new content every week, and we wouldn't want you to miss out. Thanks for watching.